This is bizarre, but evidently this is what you got to do to get through. Hey, good morning, Kayak Cliff. It's middle of November 2021, and we're at the Fort Worth Nature Center. And in Dallas-Fort Worth, this has been a very highly recommended paddling site that I've been wanting to get to forever. So we're going to take you down there. I got my buddy Ben here, and he's paddling in his kayak, and we're going to explore what is typically a 6-mile paddle loop. But if you want to go more than 6 miles, you can go down Lake Worth, which is at the southern tip of this area, or the southwestern part of this area, or you can go up towards Eagle Mountain Lake, which you could extend this to a 10, 12, 15-mile paddle if you wanted to. But yeah, we're going to head out there. And
sounds great, Cliff. Hey, if you're like me, guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button too. Likes are free, right? So let's do it.
Absolutely, and that notification bell will notify you whenever new videos come out. So we're off to Fort Worth Nature Center. There's multiple launch points here where there's areas for parking, and there might just be plain shoreline that you can launch off. And then there's several areas where they have these floating docks, so they're pretty handy. And then when you get down here, it's a floating dock, but then they have a lower ledge, which is real nice to make it easier to get in the water. So today I'm paddling the Sea Eagle RazorLite 393RL, and just had it folded up in the back of my truck, but it could be folded up in the back of a trunk or a hatchback. Super easy to transport. Just get it to the site, inflate it, and put it in the water, and you're done. Okay, we're off. Upon launching, we immediately turned left, and we're going to continue down this canal. And there's like a bridge. And then I think there's a bridge you can go under, and you can go maybe to the next bridge. But after that, there's marshes back there, and you can't really explore those from what I've been told. But if you hang a right up here at this bridge, there's an obvious canal there, and the canal will take you all the way up to Eagle Mountain Lake, up to the dam. You're not going to get in the lake, but well, it'll take you towards the dam. I don't know how far you can get. From what I've seen on reports, you know, people are going at least halfway up there. So really pretty and tranquil out here. Beautiful fall day. If you're from the north, you're looking at me talking about a fall day. Well, down here in the fall, we start losing our leaves in November and December, where you guys up north might have lost them in September or even as late as October. But we're definitely getting some leaf changes, and sometimes our leaf changes are green to rust. But yeah, off to the right, there's a nice tree with just bright red. So you get a little bit of everything, but a lot of yellow and rust. But to us, that's fall down here. So again, as I had heard, the first bridge you get off of, and we launched at the far north end, is prohibited to boating, which I'm drifting under the bridge from the wind, so I'll turn around real quick, but it's all marsh back here, and you can access this by hiking trails. So if you want to see it all, just do it by hiking trail. There's tons of hiking trails out here. So we're going to turn around and kind of go down that creek that goes towards Eagle Mountain, at least for a little bit. So at the top of the map on the screen, we just went up that canal or the creek that goes all the way up to Eagle Mountain Lake, and we probably went up a mile. And we're going to turn around and then do the actual trail of the nature center now, which is like 6. So we added maybe a couple miles to it. But all along this, you know, earlier I showed you a bridge that you cannot go beyond. But you can hike it, and you can hike it off to my right, going back towards the preserve, is the Cross Timbers Trail, and that's the trail that kind of goes back in the marshes and also the woods surrounding the marshes. So it looks pretty good. Gotta be just a ton of wildlife here. I have my camera with a zoom, the Sony. If I can get anything good, I will. But this whole nature preserve, it was like, I think it was $6 a person to get in, so it was $12 for just Ben and I. And it's well worth it, because you can come out here and paddle, or you can come out here and hike. And just briefly looking at the map, I think there's 12 hiking trails here, from what I can see on the map. So there's just buku places to go hike. I think there's a buffalo habitat out here. I think when we were driving in, I think I saw a sign for a prairie dog habitat. So there's a lot of stuff to see. You can come out here for the day, pack a lunch, and really just disappear into nature and forget that you're in a metroplex of 7.5 million people. So it's really peaceful out here. So we're actually out in the nature center proper. We are going kind of southwest into the rest of the nature preserve on that 6-mile paddling trail. And it's kind of a long canal that's wider than that canal that we were on going to Eagle Mountain Lake, but as you can see, it's a lot wider behind me. But there's grass marshes here, and then there's little places to cut off and explore, which I think we're going to hang a left here and see what's in this area. So I like that. I like a trail to stay on, but I love to be able to break away from the trail and check out surrounding areas. That's what it's about. It's an adventure. Now, if you saw my earlier video going down the Elm Fork of the Trinity River over at the base of Louisville Dam and over down towards Capel, Carrollton, takeout at McKinnish Park, I had said that that's the Trinity River, but that was the Elm Fork. And the Trinity River is what was the river that went through Dallas and Fort Worth, and why there were ultimate settlements here, because that was the water supply. Well, this Fort Worth Nature Center that we're on, this is the West Fork. So you have the East Fork, the Elm Fork, which I already did. This is the West Fork, and then out west of here, there's the Clear Fork. I don't know why the west one isn't where the Clear is, and the Clear is where this one is. But we're on the West Fork of the Trinity River. And the Trinity River is up north of Eagle Mountain Lake, which is just north of us here. It spills into the Fort Worth Nature Center, which is ultimately Lake Worth, which spills in to the Trinity River that flows towards Dallas, and then becomes one river south of Dallas, where all four forks come together and then go down to the Gulf of Mexico. So that's the history on where we are. And it's so cool that City of Fort Worth turned this into a nature center, because it's big, wide-reaching, lots of things going on here, lots of things to see. Here's all the reeds and everything we've been navigating through to get to the dock at Greer Island. So it's really kind of interesting. I think we're on the right path. You just kind of got to pick your way around here, and if you're so inclined, open the maps on your phone too, and you can see where you are. But I see the parking lot to walk out to Greer Island. I think there's like a little walkway to walk out there. Hopefully there's a place that we can get out and we're not on the wrong side of where the dock is. I don't want to get out in mud. But we'll see up here. We are actually on the wrong side of Greer Island. There should be like a good area to get out here, but there isn't. So maybe we get the kayaks out, and if we can find a place on the shoreline and walk them across to the other side of this little hiking trail to get back on trail. But the good thing is you're getting to see all the areas that you can paddle here. Just poking through here, seeing what we can find. Okay, it's a no-go. Can't find any place back here to get some shoreline. So we're gonna go, unless we find something here, we're gonna go back the right way and get to the other side of Greer Island and show you where you get out. Because I'm ready to get out. I'm ready to get out and stretch. And we've been at it 3¼ miles on Paddle Logger. Great app, by the way, if you're looking for a paddling app. But hour and 19 minutes. Again, we're on the kind of the eastern side of Greer Island. We went the wrong way, but I'm glad we did, because we got to see another area. So we're gonna work back around Greer Island to the area where you can actually get out and grab a bite, and I can change the battery on this GoPro, and maybe put the drone up for you. Okay, we're back on track now. On the left side is Greer Island, and we just got to go up to the tip and turn left and come back around the other side. So if you do get on this side, you're not getting across, because there's like a walkway going out to Greer Island, and there's not really anywhere to get out and carry your kayak to the other side of the walkway. So in this case, you just got to paddle back around, but that's good because I like paddling. Okay, to get through, there's a little cut through here to get to the other side of the island. It's actually pretty. I love going through all these, I don't know what you call them, grassy areas, reeds, marshy areas. Boy, it's a little difficult getting back here on the main part of the trail. It shows a cut through here, but we're in a major lily pad area, but we're gonna poke our way through here and see if we can't get to the western side of Greer Island. We're just kind of working our way around here. Let me turn you around. See all the dead lily pads looking up in front of us up there? It's, we gotta poke our way through here and figure out how to get to the other side. Okay, we're working our way through the lily pads. It's fall and they die anyway, so I guess we're not really hurting anything here. But the map, when you get in here, shows a paddle trail to the west of Greer Island. And it shows a cut through to get to that, and it's exactly where we are on both Google Maps and Apple Maps on our iPhones. So I don't know, it's always an adventure. I see open water out there past all these dead lily pads, so it actually is kind of cool. Kind of cool looking here. Just as long as we don't come up on a big cottonmouth sitting on one of these lily pads, because it is a sunny day. Maybe sunning himself. But if that's the case, Ben's going first. That's why I put him in front of me. He can flush out the cottonmouths.
Get all the alligators out of the way here.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be alligators in here too. We're not really in heavy alligator country up here in North Texas, but you do get some alligators every once in a while.
We're going basically straight where I'm going right now. That's where it's going.
Where?
Like straight ahead.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're looking at the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Ben says this is the way, so we're bushwhacking. What? I don't. Yeah, I see it. This is bizarre, but evidently this is what you got to do to get through. I wonder what it's like in the summer. I mean, it's fall. These are dying now, so. But I wonder if they're this tall in the summer. Okay, we're on the paddling trail at the south side of Greer Island, and we're trying to figure out where the launch is here, because the website says there's a launch here. We see a big old parking lot, we see the road coming in, we see hikers hiking across the land bridge over to Greer Island, so a lot of activity there. Still no other kayakers. So, supposed to be a launch here somewhere. So I'm hoping there is. We can get out and stretch and have some lunch. Like I said, you go on these things, it's always an adventure. Just go with the flow. And things always work out right in the end. And we're gonna find something here. And here we come. Kind of show you on the map here, you know, this is where we put in right here, and at the beginning we went up towards Eagle Mountain Lake. Then we came down here, kind of explored around here a little bit, and continued down and came down here, and that's where we got stuck by a land bridge. We were on the other side. Right now we're on this side, and the paddle trail clearly states you need to go follow the dotted line and then back out. Well, the only problem is this is freaking solid little lily pads, and we came through this cut through, but you got to punch through a ton of lily pads to get to clear water down here. This is all pretty much open clear water. So again, I recommend doing this whole trail, but be warned, when you go in this area, you're going to punch through a bunch of lily pads, and then you're going to get back out in free water, and boom, you're back to your car. So if you want to do the whole thing, be prepared for paddling through lily pads. Okay, our journey is kind of winding down. I don't know how much farther we have, but probably only half a mile. So I want to thank you for coming with us on this adventure today at Fort Worth Nature Preserve. And that's a big thumbs up. This is a good place to paddle. This is a destination, if you're paddling in Dallas-Fort Worth or you're coming here, that you want to do. Things I like about it is it's in the middle of a big 7.5 million person metroplex, but it's like super clean, super secluded. I wouldn't say it's super quiet. It's super quiet, but you kind of hear the hum of the highway, you know, in the background, which there's nothing you can do about that. But super nice place to come to either hike. I think there's some biking here, and then especially kayaking. So if you're thinking about coming out here, it's got a kayak cliff, big thumbs up. So come on out. Thanks for watching the videos. If you see trash anywhere when you're paddling, pick and paddle, pick up trash, throw it in your kayak. I only found one water bottle here so far. And you know, keep our environment clean. Just remember to get out, get fit, and enjoy the great outdoors, and safe adventuring out there. God bless.